Again, that was insane. Literally, I got a signal that I've never gotten before my phone where I had to plug it into a computer. It wasn't out of power. It just literally shut down and completely went back to zero. So let me see if I can pull Stefania back up. We were probably getting close to finishing up, but that was very random. If you have any question about how much technology hates me, that was it. It was nuts. It just shut down on me. So I'm just trying to see if I can get Stefania back. For you all, I want to see if we can connect up and just finish up a little bit. There she goes. If we can view this.
I did it.
Technology hates me in ways you can't even imagine. Like literally, the technology gods are like, forget you, Jason George. We don't care nothing about you. Like,
I love it. While I'm here waiting for you to bring me in, I'm reading the comments. It's like, Jason, you need an assistant. Jason. Wi-Fi,
and it's,
my favorite Wi-Fi wives. You have terrible, both of us, terrible connection.
yeah, yeah. The sad part is you're in Brazil in a hotel. I'm in my house. That's the sad part. Is that this is just my world? Well, no. The truth is, I was out here and suddenly four people came home, and next thing you know, all the internet juice. So I had to kick everybody off the internet. Then we were fine. Once I kicked everybody off, I had to pull the dad card.
Do it.
Yeah.
And then you.
By the way, Stacey K. Black is on here. I just saw her. I just saw her thing come up. So Stacey, if you don't know, Stacey K. Black is our producing director. Paris Barkley held that position beautifully for the first four seasons, and without missing a step, Stacey K. Black came in, and she's our Christopher Vernoff is the big mama, and Stacey K. Black is like big sister. It's like big sister, and so she takes care of us and hires all the directors. She hired me, so yeah, it works out. Hi, Stacey.
Hi, Stacy.
Where else do we have folks? If you know what, we were John before, but if folks have questions,
Oh,
I will happily. Somebody's asking, maybe if you go inside, it helps with the connections. Yeah, it was not my connection. Is the sad part. It was literally just my phone just decided to explode, and it's the weirdest thing. I had to literally connect up to my computer, and do a restore thing from. It was insane. No, so the Apple, get at me, get at your boy, because I don't understand. I think I have a little theory that when they decide that you've gone too long without getting a new phone, things start to happen that make you want to get a new phone.
oh, I think I feel like if their updates, that's what they do. They slow. If you have an older version, they
Yep.
just up with your phone.
They force you. You know who? Because I don't get a new phone unless I really see the value in it. Like just having the newest, shiniest thing is not my jam. But and so I can be a little bit bad about it. You know who's the worst?
Who?
Chandra Wilson.
I knew it.
Chandra Wilson.
I just worked with her and I saw that she has I think she still has the small one, which is like a one number, and I love that.
She held on. She's like, nope, I'm good. I'm good. I love her to death. But I will, whenever she pulls it out, I get to go off on her. It's like, she knows, like, I have like a 5-minute set that I do. Is this thing on? What's up with that phone? And it's just ridiculous. It's like, and everybody's like, here we go.
She's
But
a director that I love to work with. Love to work. Incredible.
I don't like working with that much. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, right.
No, she's the best. She actually only her second time directing. Now she's directed dozens of episodes, but her second time directing was our character's first kiss. So so you gotta.
Wait, she directed your first kiss on camera.
She did. Could you imagine?
That's hard. How did it go? Was it awkward?
No, I didn't realize it was only her second time. I thought she'd been doing it for a minute. I thought she was all good.
Amazing.
She was confident as she is in many things.
All right.
I'm scrolling through to see if anybody's got any questions for you while we got you on the. Some folks are sending love from London. We saw some Norway. She said, who's it? Day Around the World. Day spelled DEY. Are you excited with this episode, Steph?
I am so excited. It is one of my favorite episodes of the whole season.
I'm sorry, what was that? I didn't hear it. I didn't hear.
Nothing. No, come on. As an actor, I had such a blast doing this episode. It was so fun. It was so different. There was comedy. There was what you said at the beginning about laughing, crying. Yeah, it's spot on, and it was amazing. I felt crazy doing it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I got very afraid that we were going to break the Stephania. I was like, don't break the Italian. We can't break the Italian.
No, but it was amazing because the tears were real, were genuine, but then it came everything else. That was also kind of, so it was like insanity. At that night, I slept like a baby. I'm going to tell you that. I was like, oh.
I know you did. I knew you would. I knew you would. I mean, by the time the end of that day, do you remember at the end of the day I came to you and I was like, do you have one more in you? And you were like, yeah. And then I said that like 2 more times.
Yes, you did. But I love it. I love it. I love it. And as you said, I love the collaborative part of every art form. And I feel like it was amazing to collaborate with you because I feel like at the beginning of the scene, you said, I feel like I see you sitting. I was like, oh, I don't like sitting doing this kind of scenes. And then I did it and I trusted you and it just worked perfectly. And it was so fun to just allow it to evolve to what it became.
You know what? There's a basic thing for all you actors out there. When you audition and that sort of thing, they usually have a chair in the room when you go into audition. Don't necessarily just sit in the chair. There's 2 things that can happen. When you move the chair and you decide you're going to stand, one, you kind of psychologically take control of the situation. This is my audition and I'm going to do it. The second thing that happens is when you sit down, your energy kind of drops out, which for a normal scene is not a great thing. But for your scene, for you to just kind of let everything else go and just let whatever comes up come out, it was kind of beautiful.
It was
kind of beautiful.
Yeah, especially because we were coming from the other scene that was definitely not sitting, that was involved in that scene. So it was a great
You'll all see what we're talking about later on. You'll see. It's comedy. It's like a little bit of farce. Here's a question. Now we're like teasing them now. We're just like, what? Oh, that thing that I can't tell you about until like 3 hours from now. Yeah, that was great. I love that. But here's a question from who is this? Anita Ortiz, 2010. What made you decide to be a director? I'm taking that as a question for me and you because you're directing now as well. So you first. What made you decide to direct your own short?
Well, I did a movie in Italy, and during that movie, I got very close with the director and the editor of the film, and so she was editing in real time, and so we were finishing the full day of shooting, and then we were going into the editing room, and I watched her do her magic, and I was so fascinated with everything, and I felt like every time I said something, the director really took it in and it valued my opinion, and I was like, oh my god, this is so fun to collaborate with these other 2 people. They're super passionate about this project as much as I am, and I was like, okay, this is amazing. And then a little seed was planted in there, and then I left Italy, I came back to America and I did my thing, and then I started watching. Actually, Danielle was shadowing at the time, and I didn't even know there was a possibility. So I was like, can I do that too? Because I would love to learn more. And they were very welcoming towards it. So I started shadowing, and then I was like, I think I need to do this because I didn't realize how much we learn as actors by just being on set and watching everything that happens. And obviously there's so much more to directing because there's a lot of pre-production, a lot of post-production. People say you make the movie or the episode 3 times, pre-production, then you shoot it, and then in post-production, which is so true. And I'm now with my short because I was like, oh my god, the music, oh my god, this, oh my god, the sound design, and it's so many elements. But yeah, I feel like I just wanted to be more involved in the full picture, in the full storytelling process, and I wanted the collaboration. I love the collaboration part. What about you?
No, the same. I mean, literally, the being more involved in the full process was the thing. And I'll say this: the result was funny. The thing that I kind of had, I had a pretty good concept of what I knew and what I didn't know. You know,
Mhm.
knowing what you don't know is very important, and then you can find somebody who knows what you don't know and say, okay, explain this to me like I'm a 5-year-old. So I thought I knew what I knew, and I thought I knew what I didn't know. The one
Ah,
thing that I kind of got surprised by that I did not expect wasn't about actually directing so much. It was, I didn't realize how, I love my crew. I love my cast. I didn't realize how much more I would
ah,
love my cast and crew. I
ah,
didn't expect that. It got me a little. It got me a little emotional. Got me in my feels a little bit. I was not prepared to suddenly be looking at everybody like you, my, like my people. They took care of me. It was like, the only thing I can liken it to is, I have 3 kids, and when my kids show up someplace else and do something beyond me in my wildest dreams and just blow me out of the water, which they've each done at various times. And I go into like, because I'm a stupid dad. I'm a ridiculous dad. Everything I do is about, is an excuse to get back to my kids or something to show my kids or whatever. And so yeah, that was
mm,
the only way I could kind of liken it to, was that weird. You thought you'd hit the limits of your love and appreciation, and then there's a whole nother level. And so that to me was the surprising uh, piece, of directing. But yeah, it was. I just wanted another level of collaboration. I wanted new and different puzzles to solve, because I love solving puzzles. I'm a believer that actors are, a good portion of our job is solving problems before anybody else knows their problems.
yeah,
Yeah, you see something in the character, you go, I don't know if that completely tracks. Let me come up with a bunch of different ways to get from A to Z that make it work, and so nobody has to think about it. And then, come up with like 3, 4 options, show up to the director and say, this doesn't quite scan, but I can do A, I can do B, I can do C, I can do D. And they go, give me C. You go, got it, on it. And, that kind of
see.
puzzle problems and problem solving I love. And suddenly I had like that times like 10 to do with, like, a bunch of different departments. And that was, it was also nice just playing, with home field advantage, where we, our crew, we know our crew, we have a shorthand, and we get to play in that sort of thing. So,
For sure. For
yeah.
sure, for sure. That helps. I feel like when definitely the difference is massive between a guest director that comes onto our set for the first time and
Yes.
somebody on our set. And I feel like we're a nice bunch. We're very welcoming.
I will say that I get the word from all over town. People who come through, the word is out. Station 19 is a really fun set to be on. It's a really great set to hang out on. Like, that has come back to me from separate sources, completely unsolicited. Yeah,
And
yeah. So I have to believe that that's real stuff. That's truth. Here's a question from S Cross. I don't know how it's. Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 S cross with like 3 S's. Um, do either of you miss working more on Grays?
I do. I do. I love working on Grace. I feel like the last few times I worked with Camilla, it was such a blast. I miss Giacomo also a lot, but hey.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy.
What about you?
The same, the same. I mean, look, Giacomo and I I'd been recurring on the show for uh, years, but I was always like a series regular on other shows at the same time. They like, because Grace is a lot of people, so there wasn't the bandwidth for Ben at the time. And then when it finally opened up and they saw what they could do with Ben, and they saw a lane that made sense, and they brought me full time onto the show, it was the same time that Giacomo. So like so that was my brother in arms in a lot of ways. So and so he's that's we hit Italy together. We were in Italy at the same time, and so we hooked up a couple different times for dinner and running around and getting stupid. But everybody over there I miss, I love going home.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah. I started there as well. So for me, my beginning. That's my home as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
That's where you and I are in the same boat. That we go back over there, and it's not new.
Yeah.
We know the folks, and we know we know how to get everybody to get a little silly, to break out
Yeah.
a little bit, because it's a well-oiled machine over there, and it's moving. We're like, let's cut up a little bit, you know.
Let's mess it.
Yeah, when they come over, they get us to act right a little bit more.
Yeah.
No,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
let me see
Okay.
what.
So like it's fun. What about like, do you ever see yourself stop acting, or if you had to pick acting or directing, which one would you pick and why?
Oh, you know what? No, I love directing, and I hope I'll never have to pick this. Like asking me, it's like Sophie's Choice. Which of your children are you going to get rid of? But I will say this: I'm an actor. I'm an actor through and through. I love actors. I'll never stop acting. I'll just stop getting called to act. That's pretty much, you know what I mean? I'll still be like, I can do it, and they'll be like, no, 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 you're 110 years old, Jason. We're good. We're good.
Never.
I,
But the good thing about acting is that you're never told to do it. I remember when I was a dancer. I mean, to do it professionally. When you're a dancer, it's a little tougher. It shouldn't be. I wish you could be a dancer, a professional dancer at
oh
any
yeah.
age. A
Well, look
little.
at Debbie Allen. Look at Debbie Allen. You can still move, but yeah, but you can't, doing it at the same level as but
Yeah.
Debbie still get out there and move. Debbie will still wear everybody out on the dance floor. You know that's real.
My butt, big time. No problem. She's amazing.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if there's any other questions on here. We probably should get off sometime soon because the show's going to be coming on in the East Coast
Oh yeah.
in a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm doing a quick shot to see if anybody's got any pressing questions. Somebody's asking you if you'll marry them. I'm gonna throw out there. I'm gonna answer for you and say no, no. I mean, all the love in the world, but I don't think the marriage proposal through IG Live is gonna get it done.
No. I
What is this? Somebody was just saying how much they love the Diane therapy episodes and everything like that. I was just hanging out with Tracy Tom just a couple of nights ago. Someone's asking me if I get to meet Addison tonight. Yeah, I think Kate Walsh will be at the party tonight. I think. I'm not sure. You know what, folks, check in on my personal, on the Jason Winston George IG feed, because I think I'm going to throw some fun stuff out from the red carpet at the Grays thing a little bit. I may, since I'm all over IG, okay, what is this question? I have a question. If you could, Steph, if you could be a chocolate bar, what would you be? I need to know. That is like, and they said I have a question like in all caps, like it was the most pressing question ever. This is our Rose and BB. Like I have to know, what kind of chocolate bar would you be?
definitely. Oh, I don't know. Okay, it's this Kinder Bueno. I don't
A
know
what?
why. It's called Kinder Bueno. It's like a chocolate bar with. It's. I don't. Can we cancel that? Can we edit that out?
So you're gonna get a sponsorship you're gonna do a commercial for that
I know.
chocolate bar, right? You're gonna send like 1,000 of that chocolate bar, but it's the sexiest chocolate bar you've ever eaten. It's a sexy chocolate bar.
Not sexy. The sexiest chocolate, I think, is like a dark chocolate with maybe some orange.
Yeah, you heard it here first. Stephania likes the dark chocolate. See what I did? See what I did? Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? I lost you. Hello.
I think all the pink shades in one.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Let's see if we got one more. I'm trying to find. There's so many in Spanish, so many in Italian that you should be reading probably. Wait. What was this one? There was one that said Elizabeth 1990 wanted to know, do y'all have fun in scenes together? I will say having a scene with Stephania is not enjoyable at all. It's distracting. It's no. Here's the thing you gotta know about Stephania when she's acting. The body is in constant motion. Like the foot is tapping. There's always, if she's not full on dancing, she's just shimmying around. There's movement happening nonstop. So there's no music. There's no music except in her mind. But for the rest of us, I just want to know what, like, I watch you and I see if I can pick up the song in your head, and then eventually you sing it. Eventually you sing out the song anyway. It's just, it eventually comes.
Busted. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. We give the best hugs as cast. We always welcome each other in the morning with the best hugs.
Yeah, that's what I told people, that when COVID hit and we had to wear masks and we had to stay 6 feet apart, I said the hardest part for our cast was that we couldn't run up and hug each other on the regular. It was hard. It was hard. And I'm not going to say that the rule got broken and that we disobeyed the protocols every once in a while. But I'm just going to say I didn't go 2 years without a hug from Stephania. Yeah, we do what we got to do.
From that, yeah.
All right, darling. Listen, it's about a half hour till the show on the East Coast. So is there anything you want to let folks know, what they can expect from this episode, what they can expect from the tail end of the season? Any party thoughts?
Tonight, it's a full-on roller coaster. There is going to be sadness. There is going to be laughter. There is going to be shock. There is going to be some sexy times. There's going to be all of it. And I'm excited.
There you go. That's your promo right there. That's it. ABC needs to just like cut that whole thing out and just run that for the next half hour.
That's it.
Yeah, you said sexy time. She said sexy time.
The shimmy is over the house.
Right.
Right.
For
the episode.
Say again.
What is your log line for the episode tonight?
Oh wow. I would say everybody that Andy, Karina, Travis, and a whole bunch of other people get pushed to the edge. Get pushed to the edge, and everybody has a different reaction to it. You know what I mean? Is that cryptic enough? Is that accurate but cryptic enough?
That's excellent. That's the best, like, hermetico. I don't know how you say hermetico in English. Doesn't matter. But you did it right.
I'm gonna take it. I did that. Hermetico.
Hermetico.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means, but it sounds dope when you say it though. So I'm just gonna take it. It's hermetico.
I love it. It's hermetico. Amazing.
All right, darling.
So good to talk. Congratulations for this episode. I can't wait to see it.
Appreciate you, darling. Thank you. All right, y'all. Holla at you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Stopping live.